What's up, everybody? Welcome to Juniority. My name is Mona, and today I have a really awesome guest for you guys. Her name is Isabella Dymalovski. To meet her, we are flying you all the way to Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Isabella, thank you so much for being on the show.
Okay, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. I'm really excited. So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So my name's Isabella, I'm 16 years old from Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, and I run an all-natural Australian-made skincare company.
Very cool. What inspired you to start your product line?
Okay, so when I was younger, I did a lot of dance concerts, and when I was around 8 years old, I got home from a concert one night and I wanted to use my mum's products to take my makeup off, and she said, no, they were too harsh, use baby products, but I was like, I'm too old to use baby products. I just didn't want to use baby products. So she was like, go find and make your own. And that's really how this all started, just after a bit of an argument with my mum.
That's so cool. It's amazing how you've turned a challenging event into this awesome skincare line. So congratulations for that. That's really cool.
Thank you very much.
I know it took you a while to test the formulas and everything. How long did it take you before you could perfect your formulas?
Okay, so I started this when I was 8, so it took around 5 years to get all the formulas right, because it wasn't just getting the formulas right, making sure they're all natural and beneficial for young skin or even just sensitive skin in general. It was all about the branding as well, because it went through about 5 different names before we got to the perfect one, which is Luv Ur Skin. And then also in that time, we developed more products to add to the launch of the range. So yeah, it took about 5 years.
That's so amazing. And what was your experience like in the beginning? I know your mom, through her friend, got you some formulas. What was it like to even, because I would imagine you'd see those formulas and be like, what is all this, right? So what was your experience, studying that and learning about the different chemicals and things like that?
Well, I've always had a love for, the STEM science, maths or STEM subjects, maths and science. So I found it really fun learning about like the makeup of everything and then adding all the scents to it, and I just found it a lot of fun. In all honesty, it was just, really fun.
That's really cool. So tell me a little bit about some of the plants that you put in your products and what makes your product different than what's on the market.
The main ingredient we use in the products comes from the plant Centipede cunninghamii, which is the ingredient Plantolin. And so it's amazing. It has anti-inflammatory benefits, antioxidant benefits, and it's absolutely great. We have a range of different natural ingredients depending on what the product does, basically. So it just depends on the product.
So Priceline is actually a pharmacy giant in Australia where you sell your products. What was the process like for you to launch your products in their stores?
Well, I got into Priceline. The first time the products launched, I was about 14. So it was in April of 2016 that we officially launched, and we got the contracts in December of 2015. But from December of 2015, it had taken 2 years to get up to there because young skincare wasn't really anything they'd been interested in before or anything they'd seen. So it took us a while to convince them that it was actually needed and it was something relevant to the beauty world, and so especially the beauty world in Australia. So that was it was a long journey, but it was well worth it because I didn't even realize that the products were out yet when we first got them. I thought it was going to be another week because it was just insane feeling seeing the products on the shelf for the first time. It was crazy.
I bet. That's so cool. I think I'd probably go to every store and be like, I want to see. That's really cool. How do you juggle school and your business? Because that's got to be a whole lot.
Yeah, definitely. So I was lucky enough to start my business at the age of 8, where we didn't really have much schoolwork. So at that time, it was a lot easier to balance business and school. And every year after that, it was just, business obviously got a little bit more and school got a little bit more. It was just learning how to juggle it, really. And I've been really lucky for the past 2 years or so. We've had a great team of interns who help with everything, and they're just amazing.
No, I could definitely tell that you have a really cohesive team. That's one of the things that's really amazing. Out of everything that you do in the company, what roles do you enjoy the most?
I've got to say the most fun part of the business for me would probably be a mix between marketing and product development, because I absolutely love the creative side of like trying to figure out how to sell products, because that can always be really, really fun. But then I also love the development of products, because it's really just a lot of fun just trying to figure out, okay, what products do you think we should come out next? How can we do this in the most natural, best way possible? It's just, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
You were actually the youngest person to be on Shark Tank Australia. Tell me what that experience was like for you.
It was absolutely insane. The whole process from applying, so there's a bit of a story about the application process. So one of our friends was like, Shark Tank is looking for entrepreneurs for season 2. Isabella should go up for it. Let alone this was like 3 weeks after the closing of the application dates. So we were like, okay, we'll just put it in, we'll see what happens. We put the application in on that day, and then 2 days later we got an email saying the producers would like to have a Skype call with you to potentially be on the next season of Shark Tank. So it was cool. I just left school for an hour or two to have the interview, went back. Then the day later I was on the bus coming back from sport, and I got an email saying I would be on Shark Tank. And it was just absolutely crazy, because like on the bus I was like, I'm gonna be on Shark Tank, and people were like, why are you on Shark Tank? Like, what do you do? Because I'm quite quiet about this usually.
Right.
So then we went to Sydney to film, and it was just so cool. They were all so lovely and so supportive and so nice, and overall I was in there for about an hour by myself talking with them, and it was insane. Just the life lessons, just literally just learnt from that process, from just everything. It was awesome. Yeah.
And I have to say, one of the things that you handled really well is when all sharks turned you down. I thought you were so graceful about it. And that's one of the things that I want to talk about is, you know, as an entrepreneur, rejection comes with the territory. And what are some ways that you have, you know, managed that, or what are some ways that you deal with rejection?
Well, I always like to believe everything happens for a reason. So when someone says a no or rejection happens, I just like to take that as an opportunity. You know, a door closed, but you can take it as an opportunity to find a new door that could open. Because, you know, every rejection just leads you a step closer to your yes or to your open door. So I just like to take rejection as a learning curve and figure out how to improve on it so you can do better next time.
That's very good. So in a world where entrepreneurship is reserved for the adults, what message do you have about teen entrepreneurship?
I say go for it. I think this generation, or my generation, is going to be one to do some really cool things with the world, and I'm really excited to see, especially what stems from young entrepreneurs. I think it's going to be, just go for it. If you have a dream, if you have a goal, just shoot for the stars and see where you land.
What do you think are some advantages of being a young entrepreneur?
I think definitely the main advantage of being a young entrepreneur is that everyone underestimates you at the start. So I used to walk into meetings with my mum, and I was 8 or 9 years old, and I was somehow even shorter than I am now. Hard to believe because I'm pretty short now. And so I used to go in, and they always used to direct all the questions at her, and it took them, and she always used to be like, no, this is hers. It's not me. And it always used to take people a little while to fully understand. At such a young age, I actually could understand everything, and it was my business. So, you know, I knew everything about it. And another advantage, I'm not sure, probably the youth, because I feel when you get older, you begin to fear more things and you become less adventurous and stuff like that. So I think as a young entrepreneur, a massive advantage is just no fear. You just view the world as your oyster, and you can just take it what you want and just try stuff out. There's no fear of, oh, this will ruin my career or anything like that. It's just time to try stuff out.
Yeah, no, I love that, because you have opportunity to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you could give any advice to young entrepreneurs that either have started or want to start a business, what advice would you give them?
I think the main piece of advice would probably be hard work and persistence, because you can't get anywhere without hard work, without putting in the hours, trying your best, and then just if stuff goes wrong, not giving up straight away, just keep going until you'll get your no's, just go until you get your yes. Just yeah, hard work and persistence.
That's really cool. So Isabella, for people that want to find out more about you, where can they find you?
Okay, so they can find us on Twitter and Instagram at LUV_URSKIN, Facebook at Luv Ur Skin, and if you're looking for us in America to buy products on us online on the American website, it's loveyourskinusa.com, or if you're watching this in Australia, loveyourskin.com.au.
Very cool. Thank you so much, Isabella. I appreciate you. Thank you for being on the show, and I wish you a ton of success. You've already done so much, but keep doing this, keep going, and keep killing it.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the show. If you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget the bell so you'll get a notification next time we upload a new episode. And we'll also be giving away Isabella's all-natural skincare products on our social media, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Until next time, lots of love.